The Chief Operating Officer of the Hudson Institute and the Director of the Hudson Institute's Program in Political Studies. Note that that's a program for undergraduates that addresses the holes in education that we've been talking about today, John Walters. During the administration of President George W. Bush, Mr. Walters served as Director of the White House Office of National Drug Control Policy, that is, as the nation's drug czar. During the Reagan administration, Mr. Walters served as Chief of Staff at the Department of Education. Imagine trying to keep Bill Bennett in order and on time. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who runs the Hudson Institution, John Walters. Institute, sorry.
Thank you, Peter, for that kind introduction. My colleagues and I at Hudson are proud to be co-sponsors of this program and its fitting tribute to President Ronald Reagan and St. John Paul II. For over 50 years and throughout the Cold War, Hudson Institute developed and promoted policies that would win that war through dedicated American leadership. Hudson continues that work following the example of these giants and facing the threats of today. They are very much alive to us, and we're grateful for their example and their achievement and the freedom that we enjoy. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ambassador Callista Gingrich. As you all know, she is the U.S. Ambassador to the Holy See. This means that she has one of the two most difficult jobs in the world. She must explain what is going on in America to the Vatican today. Of course, the second most difficult job is explaining what's going on in the Vatican to America today. Ambassador Gingrich was confirmed by the United States Senate October 16th of last year. She was confirmed by the United States Senate October 16th of last year, sworn by President Trump and Vice President Pence on October 24th, and credentialed by Pope Francis on December 22nd. She's been serving our country there at the Holy See ever since. Ambassador Gingrich is a New York Times best-selling author and former president and CEO of a multimedia production and consulting company. While many talk about childhood education, Ambassador Gingrich has actually worked to educate our children. She's the author of a children's American history series and co-author of Rediscovering God in America. Ambassador Gingrich has also worked to educate adults as producer of historical documentary films, including 9 Days That Changed the World and Ronald Reagan, Rendezvous with Destiny. An excellent link to the program today and this afternoon, of course. She has worked in the United States Congress and is president of a philanthropic foundation. She is blessed with many gifts. Ambassador Gingrich has also shared those in singing for 2 decades in the choir of the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception here in Washington, D.C. And as you know, she is married to former Speaker of the United States House of Representatives and 2012 presidential candidate Newt Gingrich. Please welcome Ambassador Gingrich.